Two sets of players making their way onto the pitch here at St James Park. Port Vale led out by Ben Garrity this afternoon. Joe Gauci, the goalkeeper, just behind him. Exeter in their traditional red and white stripes, now with black shorts and red socks. The Vale in their away kit this afternoon of black and gold stripes with gold shorts and gold socks. And Garrity's return, Phil, I mean, last season it would have kind of been make or break. They have had to deal with games without him this year. Is he an integral part of the team as maybe he was a couple of years ago?
Well, obviously he's picked up a couple of injuries, which is unfortunate for him. He does struggle with his ankle from time to time, that we know. But one thing that Garrity does bring, he brings heart and endeavour, and he brings commitment to the side. And what that does is drag other players along. And sometimes this Vale side, not just this year but last year, without him in it, is a bit quiet. There's not much fire in the belly. Garrity is one of those players that you want to play with, because not only will he close down, but he will encourage his teammates to close down. He may not be the most gifted midfield player that's ever pulled on a Vale shirt, but he's certainly one of the most hard-working, wholehearted sort of player that Vale fans appreciate, and that's why Garrity is something of a fan's favourite.
Let's talk about the goalkeeper. He's decided to put Gauci back in. He's got a choice of three, which we spoke to Darren Moore about in the press conference this week, and he didn't really commit one way or the other with all three. I don't think he's pulled it back for Garrity's foul, and Garrity is complaining to the assistant referee there that he felt that the foot from Doyle Hayes was high as he went to try and make contact with the ball with his head.
Well, it was high. I mean, Garrity's almost shoulder height. The lad lifted his boot right almost level with Ben Garrity's shoulder, so technically that's dangerous play. But anyway, Vale free kick. Gauci will take it. Dressed in all green today, Philip. One of your favourite colours for keepers?
I do, but I prefer the blue kit this season, and I like this green kit, but not with the orange on one side and pink on the other. Gauci goes long, looking for Peyton down the right side. He can't roll Danny Andrew, and it will go all the way through to Joe Whitworth, who is wearing a rather fetching powder blue number this afternoon, which is probably why Vale can't wear their powder blue outfit.
No, they can't. I mean, Exeter do.
Oh, here's Peyton. Peyton's got the ball. Peyton with a shot. Peyton with a goal. And it's a mistake by Exeter at the back. They were playing out. The ball, I think, came from the number 31, Doyle Hayes. Tried to play it past Peyton, who just read it, took it off him. The keeper, having played the pass, was well out of position. And Rory Peyton made no mistake by driving it past him. And, well, Vale, with just 4 and a bit minutes on the clock, are ahead here through Rory Peyton. Exeter 0, Port Vale 1.
But I was just going to say, at the game that started, they've got the ball at the back. They've taken a couple of liberties and passed it across their penalty area, and it hasn't quite got there. There's a swirling wind out there, and it's, for me, it's absolutely ridiculous for players at this level to pass it to each other inside the penalty box, to give it the goalkeeper.
Really well stepped in front of him and won the ball, didn't panic, and then gave it to Byers. Here is Byers, midway inside his own half, the deepest line of the three midfield players, to Hennigan, and now out to Hall on the left. Exeter trying to press. Hall goes long up towards Peyton, wins it off Fitzwater. Good ball from Garrity, looking for Cole, brings it down, hooks it across to Kyle John, edge of the penalty area. Exeter have got men back, curved in, looks for Devante Cole, can't get a connection on it, comes off the head there of the number 21 Andrew, and will go behind for a corner. Lovely cross from Kyle John.
Yeah, great passage of play from the Vale, good possession play deep inside Exeter's half, and Devante Cole, delightful little turn, got the ball out to Kyle John. Good ball in from Kyle, and really Exeter at 6s and 7s against the corner to the Vale on the right hand side.
Yeah, Devante Cole was up there, got above his man, but the ball, when it dipped, the Exeter player was just in front of him, and that's why it came off him to go out for a corner, which Rory Peyton will take. Half an hour gone here precisely. Vale lead 1-0. Peyton's ball is high to the back post, where Hennigan heads it back across goal. It's not cleared. It'll come to Byers, who tries to hit the shot, but it's blocked by Exeter, and now Cox brings the ball away, and Byers will bring him down to prevent Exeter's break, and it'll be a free kick. But wasn't a bad idea there, all the way to the back post, and Hennigan's header back into the box caused a few problems.
Well, obviously it's a work one, and Hennigan's pulled off at the back stick there. The corner was very, very deep, as you said, and Hennigan heads it back across the box, and it fell to Byers, who had the shot blocked. about 12 yards out.
Exeter come forward down their left with Andrew looking for Niskanen, who's got the legs here on Kyle John, puts in a very good looking cross. It'll come to the back stick where it's headed away by Gordon, and it'll come here to the inside the penalty area. Roll back shot goes in, great save by Gauci. It was Doyle Hayes who played a 1-2 with McMillan inside the penalty area. Exeter's best chance of the game. He fired the ball in low towards the near post from just outside the 6-yard box, and Gauci put a big boot out to block it and put it behind for a corner.
Yeah, best bit of play that Exeter have had. Played one direct football. Gordon there in all sorts of trouble on the edge of his own box, and Exeter dissected Vale. Great save from Gauci with his feet, kept Vale in it.
Can't get your hands to it, get your feet to it. That's the old goalkeeping idiom, as Exeter have got a routine they want to employ here with this corner, where Francis and Brierley are both short, and Cole and Payton have gone out to meet them. They've kept Niskanen outside the box, and they have gone short now to Francis, now to Doyle Hayes, who spins one in, and Gauci will stay at home, as he should be, and that ball will drift across all the way through for a throw to Vale, right down by their own corner flag on their right.
Absolutely woeful delivery from Exeter. Hope that continues. Throw in for Kyle John, right down in front of us, the bottom right hand corner.
John now with this throw as Vale lead here by a goal to nil with 32 gone. Garrity trying to win the ball back, beaten to it by Cox. Here's Niskanen down the left, running at Croasdale. He'll run at Kyle John, who will take the ball off him with a really good challenge and power it over the top, looking for Devante Cole, but Cole had been forced wide by Fitzwater, and Turns will pick it up and give it back to his goalkeeper on the edge of his own penalty area.
I'm a joy getting involved in the game.
Well, he hasn't had much service.
Well, he's had no service now. I mean, the Vale's midfield been occupied by closing and winning battles in midfield, and they've done that quite well. But as far as quality balls up front to...
oh dear, what's happened here? Oh, well, Joe Gauci has come a very long way to deal with that clearance from the goalkeeper, and here... Oh, well, I thought that was going to fall for Payton nicely on the left. It was the goalkeeper's clearance that Hennigan left, and Gauci then came a very long way, more or less to the halfway point inside his own half to clear it, and then his clearance brought down by Payton, and the referee, I think, felt that he used his hand to do so, and it will be a free kick to Exeter. And they again go back to their goalkeeper. They kind of use their keeper as a playmaker to try and start things off.
Yeah, so you could probably give him a red and white shirt then instead of the blue one in goal. Take his gloves off him. Yeah, but Gauci's done really well there. Read the danger early.
Well, there's another ball over the top from Exeter down their right side that Connor Hall will deal with. Liam Gordon picks it up, tries to play it down the right side, but McMillan will come across and deal with it, and then Gordon and Byers embrace one another, and as if to say that's a good piece of work done.
Well, that's simple, that's good work. I mean, Connor Hall's had to go deep into his own channel there, the left-back spot. Couldn't do much more with it, couldn't get the ball back to Gauci, so hooked it over to Gordon, and Gordon's played it off the right wing-back of Exeter, and it's a throw into the Vale, so it's good defensive work.
Gordon, wow, with the throw, looking for Cole. It'll bounce forward here for Payton, who tries to squeeze it through for Croasdale. Payton gets sent tumbling to the floor, and it's cleared away by McMillan. Connor Hall under it, didn't get a lot of purchase on his header, but it was enough to take it away from McGuinness and into Gauci's arms, who rolls it out to Humphreys on the edge of his penalty area on the right. We are just about to find out how much time will be added on at the end of the first half. If you've just joined us, Vale are in front. Exeter 0, Port Vale 1, as Garrity looks to send Gordon away down the left. It's blocked by Turns, and now Fitzwater puts the ball into the box. Kyle John gets there just in front of Niskanen and has to clip it away from him as he ran forward to try and get it past him. That's a poor piece of control from Francis, and Payton will get it back. He tries to send Devante Cole away through the middle, and Devante Cole could be in. He gets away from Turns. It's Devante Cole! It's 2-0! And the Vale, as they head into half-time, look to have a strong lead. It came from a poor throw from Exeter, well won by Rory Payton, who has scored one and set up another by playing in Devante Cole, who sprinted away from both centre-halves and drew the keeper out and poked it past him for his second goal in 2 games. And we're in first half stoppage time, and could it be about to happen? Exeter 0, Port Vale 2.
Yeah, great work from Devante Cole and from Rory Payton. Poor work from Exeter again. Sloppy throw in, sloppy pass on the halfway line. Rory Payton won the ball saw the run of Devante Cole virtually in Exeter's half on the D, the half moon, slipped it between the two centre-backs, and Devante opened his legs, did both centre-backs for pace, drew the keeper, as you said, Phil, and coolly slid it under the keeper.
Break their lead by 2-0. But 2-0, being 2-0 up against Exeter, as we know from a couple of years ago, is not exactly a secure position. So, well, I'm not going to dwell on that.
Philip, you're full of it sometimes.
Listen, I've had a bad weekend. It's not been good. I just want Vale to win today. It'll be quite nice as Gauci comes through and gathers that ball, and we'll pick it up. And I think once he releases this, the referee might well blow up. And he's got the whistle in his lips to do so. Gauci to take the kick, and indeed the referee will blow up for half-time. There are boos ringing around St James Park, but they are coming from the home fans who've been disappointed with their own. Won't like is losing the ball, so he'll try and win it back. But Exeter just playing neat little triangles at the moment, not really getting anywhere. Vale have worked so hard off the ball today, Phil.
Yeah, they've dropped in really well. Exeter have had a little bit of possession in midfield, but really Port Vale have dropped in and they've tracked the men back when they've had to.
It's Doyle Hayes now to Brierley, just inside the Vale half. Vale got everyone back by Peyton, who's on the halfway line, and is what you would call a classic Darren Moore type performance. This, everyone piles in and defends for their lives, and then when you get a chance, take it and score. As Peyton goes to charge down Fitzwater and was just a whisker away from taking the ball off him. Had he done, he'd have been through to try and get his second. Here's Andrew on the halfway line on the left side to Brierley. Vale have all dropped in again behind the ball. Stroked across to Turns on the right. Chance here for Exeter. Cox, who's gone back to deal with Gordon, and Gordon's done really well. Came back and defended to deal with that. And Vale now with more defending to do, but it's opened up for France.